Hello and good morning. It is very windy here this Saturday morning here in Maryland. Got my buddy Richard here. You might remember Richard from such videos as the toy hunt that we did where I didn't find anything and Richard made out like a bandit. What a jerk. Anyway, today is actually going to be our first event in a post-COVID-19 world. Today in Marietta, Georgia is the Toylanta convention. Now, I don't know if you remember, I went to Toylanta back in 2019 when it was on the other side of Atlanta, but it's actually a little bit closer to me this year. And you know what? I had my first round of vaccination, so I'm feeling a little bit safer going on. Richard's double vaxxed up, and I think we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what it's like. You do have to wear a mask to get into the event, so I'm happy about that. But let's go inside and see if we can find some pretty cool toys. Let's make it happen.
Coming all the way from Houston.
All right. Hey, this dude who came all the way from Houston for this.
That's right.
Yeah.
My family that lives over here in Kennesaw, so dropped off the kids over there, visit my cousin. I'm on the daddy thing, you know.
All right, man. Well, good. Happy hunting, man.
Yes, sir.
See, toys just bringing people together. Anyway, let's do it.
Friendship through plastic.
All right, I got a 2-day badge, but I only think I'm coming today. But it was only like 20 bucks either way, so it's still not expensive. And if I don't come tomorrow, I'd still like to support the show. But we're in. No mask, no entry. And this Joe is masked up for the cause. This Joe knows. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Oh man, I just walked up and found some old Playmates Simpsons figures. There's a Willie. A Bartman. Sideshow Mel. Martin. Oh man, some old X-Men Toy Biz stuff from the 90s.
Not a bad selection of legends.
Not at all. Found some pretty interesting Marvel Legends here. I don't even know where to start. Oh, there's even a whole collection over here of some of the original Toy Biz Marvel Legends. You don't see a lot of these today. Well, you definitely don't see them on the pegs today because they don't make them anymore. There's a partial old beaten up Unicron down here. I do not collect lunchboxes, but this old metal Transformers lunchbox is pretty nice. Got Metroplex and Hot Rod and one of the aerial bots on the front. Got a Dinobot on the side here and on the back. Tripticon and some others. And I'm pretty sure it sounds like the thermos is in there. I'm not going to open up to find out, but it sounds like the thermos is in there. Check out this Cadillacs and Dinosaurs figure. You don't see a lot of these. The seller's asking $30 for it, but the KB Toys original price was $11.99, and it got marked down to $1.95. A little bit of Jordan Gasly trivia. KB Toys was my first job in high school. Found a special edition Mandalorian figure in the carbonized package. 50 bucks isn't bad. And if you don't want the carbonized package, 25 bucks for the regular one. That's pretty good. There's some various Masters of the Universe figures. Ooh, there's a Hordak. Some Transformers Action Masters you don't see every day. And still on the card. I used to have this Earthworm Jim figure. There was also one of them where, like, his head, you'd press a button and his head would pop out. Oh man. Oh man. And he's got his chains still intact, and it looks like he's not all beat up. Man, I'm kind of curious as to how much this guy is going for. I do not see a tag on him. That is awesome. The Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors have a booth here, and they are raffling off this amazing framed picture of all of these vintage figures. And one ticket, it's only $5. I got Glenn and Jason here, and if you haven't heard these guys, they're pretty prominent members in the group. And they also have a solid podcast called the Smuggler's Galaxy Podcast, if my camera would focus. So go ahead and pause and take a picture of these QR codes and go check out their podcast. Boom. Glenn and Jason. Fun room. All right, we'll see if it lives up to the hype. Look at this plush Orko. I didn't even know that these existed. This is pretty awesome. Oh man, I like that.
I have a lot of her. But I want to try to find other.
Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Man, $20 for this guy. 25. No, not at all. All these complete mask sets. I kind of want to pick this one up. $75 complete, and actually looks really nice and clean too. Ooh boy, I'm kind of tempted to get that. Wow. Bionic 6 figures on the card. There's an Ecto 1, a Slimer, and a Ghostbusters Firehouse. I used to have all 3 of those things.
I never knew what they were called.
And the Empire's just hiring anybody these days. Oh man, check it out. Somebody did a custom Ben Cooper costume for the Creature for the Black Lagoon for Mego figures. Like, that is awesome. Aside from that G.I. Joe guitar, that room was not very fun. Check out these dioramas. We're gonna come around here first. We're gonna come around here. Nice little barn. Look at this dude just playing the banjo. Excuse me, these two are not socially distancing. Well, sorry for my hard cut there. My memory card filled up, but Jason Voorhees' mom is right here. I like how they just blended the tentacle from the giant squid monster into the Wild West portion over here. Look at this giant ass diorama. Look at this dude getting eaten over here. Man.
Didn't take long, did it? Prices vary. Ones that are marked, like this capsule that goes green.
Man, this is nuts.
Yeah, it like just keeps going on and on and on.
I know.
If it doesn't have a label, it's $2. Yeah, depends on.
I'm surprised there's no Halifax in there.
Like, these dudes down here don't even know that there's a giant squid attacking everybody on the other side of the boat.
When I say they have like just as many as Gatlinburg.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's totally safe.
Oh, you doing alright today?
That is
Price was pretty good. I was able to snack it on my nose.
That's a video. Dinosaurs and cowboys.
Had some more of these modern Migos, and I like this Dracula because I don't know if it's Prince or Dracula, or maybe both.
And he glows in the dark too.
Much like Prince did.
Yep.
Alright, well, we've been here for probably about 2 hours now, and I haven't purchased anything yet. Surprise, surprise. Richard hasn't. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised Richard definitely hasn't.
A lot of inquiries, but no bites yet.
Yeah, nothing yet, but some interesting stuff around. I'm sure we'll get something. That is a partial Eternia set from the 1980s Masters of the Universe line.
Yeah, just the center base.
Got a handful of Generation 1 Transformers over here, still in box. Well, I don't know if they're still in box, but their box is included. Some M.A.S.K figures, a Beast Machines Cheetor. Some more M.A.S.K figures. Well, we saw the Transformers lunchbox, but now check out this pretty sweet GoBots lunchbox. And again, I feel like it has the thermos on the inside because there's something rattling around, and it's only 20 bucks. I have no need for a GoBots lunchbox, but that is pretty awesome. We decided to take a little bit of a snack break and a M.A.S.K break. Came outside, and behind this hotel there's a country club with a golf course here. But it's a little chilly, but the sun is nice. So we're gonna eat our candy bar and have a soda. All right, break's over, round 2. We still haven't purchased anything. I'm waiting for Richard to buy something first before I spend money. So
Apparently I'm the gatekeeper.
he is. So once I see him spend money, I'll feel less bad about spending my own money. So we're gonna go look at more stuff. Oh man, check out this Deathosaurus from Transformers Victory. You don't see one of those every day. I'm about 90% sure I did this in my last Toylanta video, but I found one of these guys again. Ah! Alright, well I made my first purchase. Richard got something too, so...
Finally.
Yeah. Now we're just going to see if we can find more things to buy. An entire wall here of vintage Masters of the Universe. This guy's name is Fisto, which I think is unfortunate.
And it doesn't help that his action is...
Yeah. There's some early 2000s He-Man figures, Masters of the Universe figures, which was a very good show. There's a bunch of vintage Japanese Sentai cyborg robot stuff over here too. Ooh, look at these guys. Ultraman figures. Who's this guy? Well, somebody bought the My Pet Monster from earlier. I was really tempted to get it, but it was a little bit out of my price range. But I'm glad I went to a good home. An old 1980s He-Man Halloween costume. Found a handful of these Masters of the Universe classics, and this Hordak looks really cool.
That's not a lot of price.
No, not 40 bucks. Not terrible, considering that a lot of them are like 50 and up. There's a Bucky O'Hare figure. Jeez. It's a bunch of vintage G.I. Joes and Migos here. Got a naked Batman. Have mercy. 60. Jesse Katsopoulos. Old Uncle Jesse. There's some 90210 figures back there as well. But, oh man. That's pretty sweet. It's a pretty awesome Japanese Tentakill from the Seacon set.
Lord, take me and my toys before they come. And I'm a solo now.
Yeah!
There you go. Yep. We're in North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, and if you go, you can hear this gentleman serenade you with a G.I. Joe guitar.
It's true. You'll pay me not to sing.
All right, it is officially 4:30. We've been here since 10, and I think we're going to call it a day. So we picked some stuff up. I'm not going to show you what I bought until we get back home, but it was a pretty full day, man. Yeah, Toylanta. All right, and we are back home from Toylanta. This is actually the next day, or the next night. And I did find some stuff at Toylanta, but I just want to say I really enjoyed the convention. Again, it was my first outing in a post-COVID-19 world. For the most part, everybody was masked up. I think I counted about 10 or 11 people who just for some reason, in a room full of people wearing masks, just figured that they didn't have to, which was kind of a bummer. I do wish that the hotel security did a little bit better job of enforcing the social distancing, but I mean, I don't know what I expected. It wasn't terrible. I stayed out of people's way, and I do think for the most part people were respectful of that. There were, of course, a handful of people who obviously didn't care, which I guess is to be expected because I don't know. I did pick some stuff up, but I do want to mention that after Richard and I left Toylanta, we stopped at a couple places. We stopped at a couple Targets and a couple of Walmarts, and I did find some stuff on the way home when we stopped at these stores. And ironically, I spent more money at these stores than I did at the convention, but I wanted to show you what I got. First thing is I found Wave 4 of the Masters of the Universe Origins, so I picked up a Stratos right here, and it's unpunched too, so that's pretty cool. And I picked up a Triclops from the same Wave, and the one that I was looking forward to the most, Hordak. This is the one from the Wave that I was really looking forward to. I like how they gave him a little extra sticker like they did. I'm pretty sure the original ones had an extra sticker too. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at that. Or maybe they had some kind of special artwork up here on the card, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. Seems like a job for Google. And I also found the Deluxe Ram Man out and about. And there were two of these, so Richard and I actually got one of each. So I got those, but I did get some great stuff from Toylanta, and I wanted to share that with you. So the first thing, I showed you guys the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors, and Glenn and Jason, who were manning the booth, they also do a podcast called the Smuggler's Galaxy, which is all about Star Wars collecting. So if you are a Star Wars fan or a toy collector, please go check out their podcast. It is fantastic. I love it. They give out a lot of really cool, fun, free things at their table, and one of the things that I picked up from the free table was this little pin called, it's GASWC, or the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors. It's fun, but if you look really closely, let me see if I can kind of get the glare off of it. There's a little bird, and that used to be the Kenner mascot. Back whenever Kenner started to do Star Wars toys, they had this little mascot, and the phrase was, "It's Kenner, it's fun." So they took that and made it for the Star Wars Collectors Club, which I thought was pretty cool. Another guy in the group, his name's Narayan, made these really cool patches, and he gave me one of each. It's like a little cool cantina, Most Atlanta cantina. So Narayan, thank you so much for these patches. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I love them, and they're going to go someplace special, I can tell you that. And as far as what I purchased, I found one booth that had some little old vintage buttons, and I got this Michael Jackson Thriller button. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, there we go. I got this Michael Jackson Thriller button, and it was only $2, and I couldn't say no. And you can tell it's been well loved on the back. Like this is pin's like almost 40 years old, or maybe is 40 years old. No, maybe a little less than 40 years old. Either way, it's a cool pen. And the one thing that I dropped a little bit of money on was this Transformer right here. I wasn't expecting to find this one, and it was actually at a really good price. A handful of years ago, there was a line called Titan's Return, and they took a Transformer from the Generation 1 line, who was a very simplistic Transformer. His name is Topspin, and the Topspin Transformer, all you had to do was like fold him over, and then you would put his wheels on the ground, you'd pull him back, and he would go, and at a certain time he would just like jump up and flip and transform himself. They made an updated version for this one, and apparently this guy was like super hard to find. It's not he came out whenever I wasn't collecting, so I don't know exactly how hard he was to find, but I do know that they go for decent money on the aftermarket, so I thought 20 bucks was a good deal. And we're gonna open them up. There we go. Look at that guy. This is definitely a good upgrade from the original. I don't know how to transform him, so otherwise I would transform him right now. You know what? I am going to transform him, and in the magic of editing, it'll look like it only took a second. So, look at that. Didn't take any time at all. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I say this at the end of every video, but thank you so much for taking your time and watching my videos. You could go anywhere on YouTube and watch any videos, but you chose your time to watch this one, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you so much. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. And if you're so inclined, you can hit the bell notification. Kind of keeps you up to date on what I've got going on or whenever I have uploads. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We'll see you real soon. Stay spooky.